Hey guys, what's going on? Peter Shankman. I am sitting here listening to people outside my window making lots and lots and lots of noise. And so, as such, I have plenty of time to answer anyone's questions, whatever anyone would like to talk about. So, bring it on. Uh, let us discuss anything. I have literally nothing else I could do because I am waiting for these people to stop. It sounds pretty ridiculous, but they are making a ton of noise. You can't hear them right now because, of course, now they just finally stopped. But there are two people on the windowsill out in front of me um, making a ton of noise. So, and I think they're doing something with the facade of the building. I know they had to replace the facade. The building's like 15 years old or something, and they had to do something. TJ, with your ADHD, how did you get it together enough to write a book? That's a great question. And the answer to that is I boarded a plane. So I've written 5 books, and they've all been written on airplanes because the only time I actually have to do anything or to focus or to actually get stuff done is on an airplane. And so I will get on a plane. For faster than normal, I wrote it over the course of 2 trips to Asia, both for a company I was working for at the time called Huawei. One was to Hong Kong and one was to Shanghai. And I wrote half the chapters on the first and half the chapters on the second. For the book prior to that, Zombie Loyalists, I booked a flight to Tokyo and back and wrote chapters 1 through 5 on the flight out, landed, went to the lounge, took a shower, had some sushi, got back on the same plane, same seat 2 hours later, and wrote chapters 6 through 10 on the flight home. So the key is to find a place where you are entirely focused and nothing can distract you. I mean, what am I going to do on a plane? You know, I can't walk off. So that's what I did. Beth Ellen Keys, can you give me a good comeback for a rude boss? Well, it depends. Do you want to keep your job? Because if you want to keep your job, probably none of my comebacks are appropriate. But one of my favorite ones is I love finding ways to tell someone they're an idiot, but in professional terms, right? So I had a client once who never seemed to get it, and everything I did, they just never seemed to connect it or understand it. And so my go-to for them was, we seem to have a disconnect here. And it was sort of a nice way of saying, God, you're stupid. So I think the best thing you could do, Beth Ellen, is find a way to get to people who come up with sentences that don't necessarily sound rude, but like they do in the South, right? You go to if there's someone in the South who thinks you're a moron, they just go, bless your heart, or you're so pretty, right? So those are the kind of things you want to say, and I think that'll do what you need to do. I'm going to put a link to something in the window, rally.io/creator/shank. So that is, let's see if there are any more comments. That is a cryptocurrency. A company called Rally has created a cryptocurrency for people like myself, Jason Falls, Scott Monty, tons of people like that. And the crypto, when I started it was when they gave it to me, it was at 33 cents, and now it is over $3 a coin. It is at $3.11 per coin. And so if anyone goes and buys 50 or so coins right now and donates them to me or sends them to me once they buy them, or buys any amount and donates 50 to me, I will give you a free ticket to Shank Mines on April 29th. How about that? So go over to rally.io/creator/shank. Check it out. Support my work. It's kind of like a cool version of Patron, or not Patron, Patron, whatever the hell that site is. How are you able to do anything consistently, like write a blog daily, something that you want to do every day without fail? The answer is scheduling. Nothing in my calendar happens unless it's scheduled. This is an exception because this is out of my control. These people are banging the crap out of my wall. Let me show you exactly what they're doing to give you some idea. So this is what I'm seeing. It's just this giant wall of, and over there, you can see them space here. You can see that they are outside my window, and I'm 56 flights up, as you can tell. So they are in a window washer rig, and they are attempting to. I don't know what they're doing to the doors, but to the outside facade of the building. But so today is different because of that. But in general, what I try to do is I try to put everything in the calendar. And so, I mean, literally everything, like wake up 3:45 a.m., get on the bike 4 a.m. to 5:30 a.m., lift weights 5:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m., shower, have coffee, get dressed 6:30 to 7, wake the daughter 7 o'clock, put the daughter in front of Zoom 8 o'clock. And I do that because if it's not in the calendar, it's not real. And if it's not real, I'll figure out a way not to do it. So when it's in the calendar, it's real. When it's real, I do it. What ring light do I have? I use a nearer ring light. Actually, if you go to Linktree, so linktr.ee/Peter Shankman, I actually have a link to the ring light I use. I love my ring light. It is like one of my most favorite things. I love my ring light. So some interesting information. I went to a doctor yesterday and got I've been going once a month and having my internal mass analyzed, as it were, which is weight, and not only weight, but like body fat percentage, muscle tone, also visceral fat. Visceral fat is the kind of fat that hangs out around your organs and can kill you. And because, even though I've been on the Peloton almost every day here, it's been a lot harder for me because I'm not traveling as much, and so at all. So there's no flying, there's no running around, and so the weight's been coming on. So I started going to this doctor once a month to get these numbers, and I have made subtle changes. And shock of shocks, my visceral fat went from 17 points to 14 points. I want to read these numbers to you. Hang on, check this out. That's Waffle in the background, the dog. You can see him. But this is pretty cool. My visceral fat went from 17 to 14, but here's the cool stuff. My skeletal muscle mass went from 89.1 pounds to 92.6. This is just in the past month. So I have gained over 3.5 pounds of muscle in the past month. My body fat percentage went from 34.6 to 31.4. So what am I doing to make those changes? I am doing two things. I am doing, I've given up pretty much the majority. No, actually, Jeremiah, it's called InBody. Similar, but InBody. But so what am I doing differently? I've given up pretty much all breads, right? So my breakfast this morning, I made my daughter her Cheerios, and I had some skinless chicken breast, right? And I threw an egg on top of it, and it wasn't bacon, egg, and cheese, but it was skinless chicken breast with an egg. But on the flip side, the other thing I'm doing, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, right? And when you can't get to the gym and when you can't work out, so I invested in 2 of these. So this is 35 pounds, and then I have 2 of those, and I have 2 22 pounds. I started with 22 pounds and immediately outgrew them within 3 months. And then I moved over to 35s, and so I do, on average, every single day, I use those kettlebells. And they have changed my life, because if that's the only thing you have, you're going to find ways to use them. So I do not only kettlebell swings, but arms, shoulders, back, triceps, you name it. And I have put on a ton of muscle, and I have lost a lot of fat. And I'm really psyched because I went out for a run last week, like my first outdoor run in forever. And holy crap, I've gotten a lot faster with a lot less pain and a lot less struggling to get my speed, because my core has gotten so much stronger. So if you can't get to the gym, I did not buy Tonal, no, but they just had a $1.6 billion valuation. Tonal did, which is pretty crazy. Don, that's fine. Anytime after 10:30 is fine. Go for it. So yeah, so I find that the massive difference for me really comes from watching the numbers and then just avoiding the breads and using the weights. I cannot tell you how much weights have done for me. So I'm a firm believer now in lifting. And it is amazing. The cardio is great, and cardio is great for everything. But at the end of the day, cardio is great for my brain, for ADHD. But at the end of the day, you lift you know, for half an hour a day, and it'll change your life. It really has. So it's pretty awesome. Thank you, Jeremiah. Yeah, I'm kind of psyched as well. It's a really good feeling. Again, anyone who goes to rally.io/creator/shank and purchases some shank coins, I will give you a free invite. Send those coins to me, and I'll give you a free invite to the Shank Minds event on April 29th, featuring a keynote from Darude, the guy who, or Darude, I don't know how you pronounce it, the guy who wrote that hit song Sandstorm. And we also have Sarah Evans, and we have, who else do we have? Aliza Licht, and we have Winnie Sun, and we have Mitchell Chappell, and we have like a whole bunch of Pamela Palladino Gold, like amazing people coming to this event. It's going to be really, really, really cool. So I strongly recommend it. It's funny. I was thinking about things to write in my experience in my job, in one of my jobs, and as Epic Marketing's futurist in residence. One of the things that I've been thinking about is where we're going to be in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. And one of the fascinating things that I'm finding is that, take New York, for example, it is not going to look the same. And I think we all, know that. But not only am I talking about just how, there are not going to be enough people in the city or whatever, like, things are going to change. But what's going to be incredible is how we're going to utilize the city. So right now in Manhattan, you pay ridiculous rents or ridiculous mortgage for what's outside of your apartment, right? You don't pay to have a 2-bedroom, even though this is relatively big for New York. You don't pay to have a 2-bedroom. You pay for what's outside of your apartment. Lincoln Center, theater, Broadway, whatever. And so being able to have that come back when it does is going to be huge. But what I think we're going to find out is we're going to find more people taking much, much smaller places. So we're going to see like a huge boom in like studio apartments and maybe 1-bedrooms. And hang on one second. And those 1-bedrooms, and what's going to wind up happening is that people are going to come in, use those 1-bedrooms, and go home to somewhere else. They're not going to live here permanently. All right, come on in. And so you're going to find a lot of people using Manhattan transiently. So I think that's going to be really interesting because that's either going to drive up or drive down the price. So that's going to be pretty cool. Here is an introduction to Waffle. Waffle is the wonder dog. This is a rescue. I went from being a cat person to a cat and dog person. Waffle is 6 months old. He is a rescue from Best Friends Animal Society and a dog rescue out of South Florida, Milo's dog rescue out of South Florida. And we got him about 3 or 4 months ago as a gift for my daughter, which meant, of course, that he's obviously my dog. But he is a great guy. He has been a lot of fun to train. We've learned a lot about training dogs. That is a brand new thing for me. But he sleeps in his crate every night until about 2 a.m.? He's freaked out by the people outside the window. He's like, they're not supposed to be there. We're really high up. But he sleeps in his crate till about 2 a.m. And then he usually wakes up and wants attention. So I let him out of his crate. He pees, and then he comes and sleeps in my bed until I get up around 3:30 to go on the bike. So he is a very good dog. He is the goodest of dogs. And he is great to have. I never thought I'd be a dog guy. I was a cat guy my entire life. And I never thought I'd be a dog guy, but this guy is just phenomenal. So if you have the chance, go rescue an animal. And it will make your life a lot better. So what other questions can I ask you guys? Can I answer for you guys? I got tons of stuff. Tell me. Can I get a kiss? Kisses? No? No kisses? You're nervous about those guys out there. Okay. I see that. There, put you on the couch. Just chill. Okay. So what other questions can I answer for you? I can answer who's a good dog. Yes, that would be Waffle. As a fellow ADHD entrepreneur, do you employ an executive assistant admin to keep tasks organized and times organized? I do. Her name is Megan Walker. Megan has been my assistant for going on 12 years now. I am actually going to see if she wants to come on. And I'll see if she wants to come on the stream, and she can tell you some of the tips on things that I do and that she does, really, to keep me sort of alive and sane. Megan has been my assistant since 2008. It's crazy. She is. I'm not sure if I hear my daughter crying or not, but she has been my assistant since 2008, and she is Pretty awesome. I love her to death. A lot of you know Megan. What software are you using to bring up the Facebook comments on your video? I am using a website called Streamyard, streamyard.com. It is a paid service, and when you go into Streamyard, you can connect multiple locations to your live video. So I am sending out this video from Streamyard. It is going automatically to Facebook and to YouTube at the same time. I think on YouTube, I'm youtube.com/Peter Shankman Official. And so it is StreamYard.com. It is a great service. It does a lot of things. It not only allows you to bring those things up, but allows you to put your own labels on there. It allows you to create banners. Here's that link tree that I mentioned with all my links, including shank mines and the coin and everything like that. And if I go back to comments, yeah, Kyrie Jordan says StreamYard is fantastic. Yeah, StreamYard is pretty amazing. Let's see if Megan she hasn't responded yet, but I'm assuming she's going to log in any second and join us. So, good morning, Vinny from Queens. How you weren't near that huge fire yesterday? Were you? Huge, like 200, 300 people displaced yesterday. But I hope you're safe. But what else, guys? What else are you working on? What else is going on? Jeremiah, I do believe that New York City is going to go to smaller commitments, but more importantly, I think that we're going to see. I don't think it's the Airbnb, but sort of the rise of a central location where you can go and just take an apartment for a month or 2 months or 3 months, or a weekend or whatever, because you're going to be not living in New York City forever. So I really think that. Do I find meditation helpful? I will be honest, I do not. I am not a meditation guy. I've tried it. So much. Excuse me. My assistant Megan actually, she gave me a gift certificate once for a float tank, right? To go into this float tank and calm my brain and calm it for like an hour. And I sat in this float tank and I sat there for an hour, and it was the worst hour of my life. I could not relax. I could not calm down. Jamie Spencer says, I'm a trainer for National Disaster Search Dog Foundation. You know, it's really funny, Jamie. I have been a contributor to National Disaster Search Dog Foundation ever since 9/11. I love those guys. Those guys and best friends I donate to all the time. Search Dog Foundation is phenomenal organization. They rescue dogs and then use them to train and find victims in disaster situations. They do amazing stuff, and they had some of the greatest. They had this great video. If you Google it, you can probably find it. It's this great video of, it's just darkness, and all you hear is a guy breathing really heavily, and then a little bit of light bursts out, and you see a dog's nose, right? And it's your view of being trapped, of a dog finding you and rescuing you. Oh, I mean, that video still gives me chills to this day. So yeah, they do really good stuff. Toby asks, your best tip for staying calm and focused during public speaking. You know, I just love being on stage. Being on stage is my happy place. I need to learn tips for, like, being calm and focused when I'm at a dinner party with 6 other people and want to go hide in the back room. But when I'm on stage, I just look at it as I'm talking to like one solid mass of people. It's not really this person and that person, that person. It's like a whole bunch of people. And for me, it's really about telling stories, right? I hate PowerPoint. I don't use that crap. For me, it really is just about telling stories. So if I can go on stage and tell a story and make people laugh, then I know that I'm doing a good job. I want to give a shout out to these headphones. These are what's called bone conduction headphones. If you look at them, they actually these pieces don't go in your ear. They go over your ear. See how they go over my ear? And they are bone conduction. And so I can hear everything through my bones, not through my ears, which means when I'm driving or when I'm biking outside or whatever, I can still hear traffic. And then the quality is just amazing. They're made by a company called Aftershocks, AFTERSHOKZ, I think, or CKZ. These are called they're called OpenCom by Aftershocks, AFTERSHOKZ, and they are phenomenal. And so I strongly recommend Aftershocks headphones are incredible, and you don't feel like they're actually on your head. You don't feel like they're on your head. They're not paying me to say that. They just sent me the free headphones, but I love them. They're amazing. I guess Megan is doing something else. She lives in Massachusetts. She worked in my office for years, and now she is remote. But so she lives in Massachusetts with her really cool husband. So if she comes, if she sees this, maybe she'll jump on, and if not, no worries. But I'll do another one with her sometime. But yeah, I am a huge fan of having an assistant, having someone who gets you and who understands how your brain works, and more importantly, calls you on your bullshit. Because let's face it, I can bullshit with the best of them, and I need someone like Megan who can call me on my bullshit and say, like I'll say to her, Megan, book this meeting, and she'll go, no, you don't really want this meeting. You're going to call me the day before and have me cancel it, so I'm just not going to book it. And I'm like, oh, okay, Nathan Wright asks, how often do you recommend posting on Facebook, and when is it too much? It's funny. I'm not a huge fan of Facebook anymore. As a matter of fact, during the elections, for like 3 months running up to the elections, I actually bailed on it for a while and needed a break from it. So for me, I'm a fan of posting whenever your audience wants you to post. All right, only you can learn when your audience wants you to post. If you're posting too much and you start seeing your numbers drop, that means you're posting too much. If your numbers are staying stable or going up, that means you're posting the right amount, right? But it's really all about your audience and what they'll tell you, right? They'll tell you how many people should be there. They'll tell you how often you should post. They'll tell you what to talk about. I always say this. My mother was a public school teacher all her life, and she taught music education and music, and her thing was in the public schools. She would go on her soapbox and talk about how music education is a birthright, not a privilege. And I've always said that, but I also say the same thing, that having an audience is a privilege. It's not a right. It's the opposite. So if I start talking about stuff that people don't want to listen to, they're going to go away. I've lost that privilege. So for me, it's really about earning that privilege every single day by giving people interesting stuff. If I came onto this Facebook Live and just sold stuff, right, or told you to go buy this, go buy that, you'd leave. There's no point. And so for me, it's really about making sure that I'm giving information to my audience that they want. Eric says, hello, miss your face, miss you too, buddy. How many pairs of pants should one pack for a business day trip? Well, considering I went to I think you were there. Was it Dallas? I gave a speech, and on the way out of the speech, walking off the stage, proceeded to rip my pants in half and had to wrap tape around them to get home. I'd say maybe one plus a spare, but I could do one for a day trip. Scott Shell is a person. He doesn't have an audience. Well, that's the difference. You're not, this isn't what you do for a living. So it's a different world for you, which makes perfect sense. This is is this the OpenCom model from AfterShokz? It is, and the sound quality is decent, even being Bluetooth. It is amazing, and the nice thing is they also have another. Where's my other set? I have another set of headphones that just is the same as this, but doesn't have the boom, and the quality on that for working out is just off the charts. So I am a huge fan. I'm gonna turn the light a little bit. I'm a huge fan of AfterShokz. I strongly encourage people to use them. And for those who are wondering why my camera looks so good, or why my video looks so good, not my face specifically, but the quality of the image. I'm actually connected through a USB-C cable into an 8-pin directly into my Canon 5D Mark IV. So I am using a very good camera that is replacing the camera in my computer, because let's face it, when you're on your camera or computer, you basically just look like this all day, and it's not that great. So I'm using an actual SDLR, which allows me to blow the background out. I don't have to use Zoom's backgrounds. Plus, it tracks my face, right? It always follows my face and tries to keep me as much in focus while keeping the background out as much as possible. So I'm a huge fan of that, because on a Zoom call, anything you could do to differentiate yourself is a win. So I'm a big believer in that. So it looks like Megan is, she's on a call. She said, okay, she said she's on a call, give me 3 minutes. So I'll stick around for a little bit, and we'll hopefully get Megan on in a couple of minutes. But what else can I tell you? If you haven't picked up some rally coins yet, some shank coin, I'll make you a deal. Buy some shank coin, and I will match up to 100 coins. I will match it. So you buy 100 coins, I will match that same amount. I know that it's something along the lines of about, I think it's, what's it trading at right now? I am trading at $3.11 a share. And then when you're done buying shank coins, might I recommend that you buy Jeremiah Oyang's coin? He's on this. He's on the Facebook Live right now. His ticker symbol is JOW, and he is trading at $7.35 a coin. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? All right, that is obscene. He has way more supporters than I do, so I strongly need people to go out and start buying my coin because I feel like a loser now compared to Jeremiah. So Jeremiah, let's yeah, way to show me up there, buddy. But no, it's very, very cool. Vinny, thank you for buying some shank coin. I appreciate that. It is definitely increasing in price, but more importantly, yeah, you can hear the construction they're doing. More importantly, though, you get a lot of value out of it. You get exclusives that I can give to my audience. Like I'm doing an event only for shank coin holders, right? So you hold coins, you wind up getting exclusive events with me. You get free time with me. You get time with me. You wind up having access to me. It's really about access, and it's really cool because any creator can create this. You know, you see a lot of people on Twitch who are coin shaming. Hey, Ty, I'm not seeing you complaining about the ones I sent you. So you see the people on Twitch who say, oh, I got a donation here, a donation here. Well, there are some Twitch streamers who are using rally coins under their own name, and they are making a fortune because people are donating to them instead of sending them cash or whatever. They're buying, like, let's say 1,000 coins, sending 500 of them to them. All my pictures are gonna fall off the windows now because they're banging on the side of the windows. This is gonna be a fun thing to clean up. But yeah, what we're seeing is that, like, someone will buy 1,000 coins and they'll send 500 of them to the streamer, right, as a token of appreciation or a thank you. I think it's gonna be really, really fascinating to watch this grow. I'm personally hoping they partner with OnlyFans, but we'll see. How hard was it to set up your coin? It really wasn't. You know, they had I was one of the first 100, so it was actually pretty easy. But they did it for me. But they have a process now. You log on and you can create your own coin as a creator. It's pretty simple. Actually, at Shank Minds on April 29th, we have the co-founder of Rally who's going to be the closing keynote. So I strongly recommend that you head over and join up to watching. Buy a ticket to Shank Minds. You can buy it either in cash or in crypto. It is going to be, oh my God, with the banging. Can you all hear that? It's ridiculous. And this is, I guess the problem is like, you know, people used to work during the day at their offices. And so you could be like, oh, no big deal. You know, I could just go to my office, but now you work from home and it's kind of brutal. Here is the link to Shank Minds. I just posted it in the chat, so I do hope you guys join. Sarah says, recommendations for how to relax when having to present in front of large groups. It's literally, you're talking about, here's the thing, they are there because they think you know something that they don't, right? Whenever I give a keynote, 10,000 people, 100,000 people, I'm like, well, they're there and they're paying money to hear me speak because they think that I know what I'm talking about, right? Whether I do or not is up for debate, but they think I do. And so as long as they think I do, I'm already ahead of the game. They're here to listen to me to learn. Right? And so as long as they're doing that, I can say something and they will think of me as the expert. And so that's really how you want to do it. That's how you want to sort of follow that. I'm glad you can barely hear the shouting because it's pretty annoying. Yes, Eric went to Shank Minds. I think I held in Dallas and he loved it. So I strongly recommend you guys to sign up. It's going to be an amazing, amazing event. Megan should be on in about under a minute. So hopefully she will join us and she can answer some questions too. But what else can I tell you? It is here's the link in the chat. Here's the link to the Shank Minds event. So I strongly encourage you guys to check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. What else? Which do you prefer for live streaming to Facebook? Well, Nathan, I'm currently using Streamyard right now, and Streamyard is pretty awesome, I won't lie. For the event I'm doing for Shank Minds on April 29th, I'm using Zoom because I have a pro membership, and that's easy. But yeah, for one-on-one or one-on-two or 3 people at the most, Streamyard is so simple and so easy, and the quality is just amazing, right? I'm really in love with it. It's so simple. You can add comments, chats, banners, whatever you want, and you can put on your own brand. I can add, like, here, I can add that if I want to. Where is it? I can add something where it says 20 minutes in lockdown. Yeah, you see that little house up on the top right? Or this, 20 minutes in lockdown. That was the other podcast I used to have, powered by StreamYard, whatever. So yeah, I can add all of those if I want, and it's pretty fun. So I think it's like I don't remember how much money it is per year, but a couple of $100, I think, maybe a little more. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of it. Comments, is the construction banging? Or are they mad at the weird guy talking loudly next door? No, that is the construction. They are literally outside my Here, I'll try to show you again. They're literally outside my apartment doing, see? They're doing tons of, I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing lots of construction. And I'm, like I said, I'm 56 floors above. So they are in their little window washer rig, and they're doing something with the, oh my God, noise. Something with the facade of the building. I think the city required them to fix something. I don't know. But what else can I tell you? At linktree.com, I have all of my, here's Linktree. That is where I keep all my stuff, the stuff I use, the camera, the equipment, the lighting, everything I use on there. You can see exactly what I have and how I use it, and I have links to purchase everything. And there's Waffle. He's still a little scared about the screaming, but about the banging. But this is the Waffle, and he's a very good boy. So if you haven't seen him, Ty, any tips for good teleprompter apps that work with your camera for Zoom calls? Yes. Actually, oh my God, what is the name of it? I don't remember off the top of my head, but I saw a phenomenal iPhone teleprompter app. I will send it to you. I will send you a link as soon as I find it. I have to look it up. But someone was showing me it, and I went online. I checked it out, and it was amazing. So I will send it to you, Ty. Ty, I thought of you the other day. Actually, I was at the dog park yesterday with him, and this guy with a Welsh accent was getting into an argument with some guy with an American accent, something about the American guy left his trash somewhere, and the Welsh guy's like, clean up after yourself. And it was hysterical. I'm like, oh, it sounds like Ty, and Ty would do the same thing and beat the crap out of the guy. So it was really cool. It reminded me of you. I miss you, buddy. You got to get to America. I miss you. What else? I am going to give Megan one more minute, see if she shows up, and I'll text her one more time and see if she comes on. But any other questions? I'm happy to answer. I got a few more minutes. And then, yeah. Do I need to go to the city to get your rig packed, or can I expect you up here soon? Hi, John. Hi, John. Send my love to Sarah and Lucy. I'm going to be up there. I was actually just talking to my trainer today. He wants to jump as well. So I'm going to be coming up. I haven't jumped since the Pyramids Boogie in October of 19. So I got to get up there. I was talking to Jason about that as well. So we will be, Jason Berger and I have to come up and get a jump. No question about it. Now that I have, now that I'm totally vaccinated, I'm more than happy to do it. So yeah, as it gets warmer, I will definitely be up there. I promise. Thank you for asking. I love that you guys love me. Ty, why did you choose, or Ryan, why did you choose Newer? I just love the ring light. The quality of it is phenomenal. It's so easy to use, and it comes with multiple layers. I could have white, I could have a darker brown, I could have tan, whatever I need, but it's just so simple. And it doesn't take up a lot of floor space either, so I can keep it behind my desk next to the window, and it works. What tool do you recommend to come up with a good domain name that SEO would love? Oh God, are there even any domain names left? I don't even know. Ask your friends. Ask friends what they want to see, right? Start Googling stuff, see what's already out there. I mean, there's so few domain names left, but yeah, I mean, they're out there. You got to figure out what works. As far as SEO, the domain name has nothing to do with it. It's really all about, what you do with it once you have it. I mean, I'll give you an idea. Faster Than Normal, my podcast about ADHD, I had Dennis Morton, a Peloton instructor, on there. Okay, Waffle's choking on something. I had a Peloton instructor on there, and he's now the #1 search term on Faster Than Normal. Betsy, you want to know how you can be like me to grow up? And that's very simple. Come visit me. I'll show you all the tools you need. Laura, can you repeat the deal with shankcoin and the conference? Yes, so the conference is $199. Buy the equivalent in shankcoin, or buy more of it, and then donate $199 worth. Send it to me, and you will automatically be in, and I will match some of that purchase. And the link that you can get for shankcoin is actually at linktree.com/PeterShankman. You could find the rally coin there, the shank coin there. And so basically, if you get it, you wind up with more shank coin, and it is becoming valuable. Like I said, it went from it started around 33 cents, and now it's a little over $3. So that is, and someone, as we were waiting, someone actually signed up for Shank Mines, which is very, very cool. I love seeing that. So what else can I tell you? Someone else will be at that conference. Awesome. Last questions. Anyone else? I think, unfortunately, I don't. I know that the second I hang up, Megan's going to jump right in. So I'll give her like 30 more seconds, and we'll see if she winds up picking it up. But God, I don't know how long these guys are going to be here all morning. because I obviously can't get anything done. That was you. I saw that, Jill. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. It's gonna be an amazing event. I'm glad you're coming. We have some really good people who are speaking, including, like I said, Darude and Mitchell Chappell and Sarah Evans and who else do we have? Eliza Licht, formerly of DKNY, and like just solid people. So it's gonna be good stuff. Have you bought any NFTs? So I haven't bought any NFTs yet, but it's funny. I'm actually talking to a company that wants to work with me who's figured out a way to verify via blockchain the actual. So right now, most NFTs link to like, a domain or something like that. You lose that domain, that NFT is worthless. So they're figuring out a way to actually verify the NFT other than just on a website, but for life. So we'll see how that goes. NFTs, they're interesting. I don't know if I'm there yet. I don't know if I unlike crypto, I don't think I'm worried about that. So we'll have to see. Keith Wolf, can you come back on our podcast for part 2? Keith, email Megan. I would be happy to come back anytime you want. Just let me know. It's a lot. I had a lot of fun with you guys. I'm happy to do it. So just email Megan and we'll get it done. Or the webinar. Yeah, I remember the webinar. Yeah, happy to do it. Consider it done. Gabby's on the call. Hello, Gabby. Always lovely to see you, my dear. You look, well, I don't know how you look because all I see is your profile photo, but your profile photo looks gorgeous. The photographer who took that, he must have been really talented. I raised my coffee cup to you for that. My photos could be a very good NFT. Yeah, maybe. It's maybe a case study. We'll see. A lot of it depends on sort of what's going on. I want to follow them. I want to see where they're going. I do know, as Craig Caruso has texted me 400 times and told me, that Coinbase is going public next week. So I am working really hard to get in on that. I want to get in on that Coinbase IPO. I'd much rather be on the Coinbase IPO than I would actually buying crypto at this point, but other than Shankcoin, which rocks. But I'll tell you my funny crypto story. I don't know, for those of you who know this, I bought 10 Bitcoin at $100 a piece. And I sold 10 Bitcoin at $1,000 a piece. And I made $900 per Bitcoin, and I thought I was the shit. Little spoiler alert, I wasn't the shit. What's it at now? 60-something? 60,000 something a coin? Yeah, I kind of blew that. Oh, look who is here, finally. Let's see if we can get her video on. I see the somewhere.
What is this?
I think your camera's pointing up.
I
know.
Had a guess. Yeah.
Point it back down.
What is this?
Point it back down so we can do.
No.
It's a live Facebook chat. Got about Facebook and YouTube chat. Got about 100 people watching in total, and they all want to know. They all want to know what. You should know what Streamyard is. They all want to know what people are doing. How I survive with an assistant. So I thought you'd give like your top 5 ways to that you allow me to live my life and don't kill me. Oh, Gigi. Hello, Penny.
This is what you get.
Okay, so we get the cat. Well, too bad. So come on, there's your beautiful face. Hi, cutie. How are you?
Surprise.
So guys,
surprise.
This is Megan. This is Megan Walker. Megan has been my assistant, the best person I have ever had in my life. She is just incredible. I am so blessed to have had her in my life for going on over 12 years now. And she looks great as always. I'm gonna hear about this later. I know, but so what? I'm in a T-shirt that says "Ew, people." But so a lot of people are asking what they should look for in an assistant, whether they have ADHD or just what should they look for in an assistant to actually get stuff done. And I said, well, you'd be the perfect person to tell, because you just describe yourself. Like, what is it about? How do you work with me in such a way that you allow me to get my work done, and I don't drive you that crazy? Like, what rules have you put in place?
Geez.
What things do you make happen?
Well, I think the first thing is to not expect a set schedule and a routine, to be open and willing to have change every day, variety in your day-to-day, which is exciting. I think learning that priorities shift constantly, and that what I think is important might not be what you think is important, and as long as we sync up on it, then you can get things done. Being able to laugh a lot and not take things personally is very important.
Like throwing you onto a public call in sweatpants, and yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I was reminded of the other day? About 3 months after you started working for me, maybe 2 or 3 months after you started working for me, was the time that the flip cam came out. Remember that flip cam that you'd plug in you take the picture and plug it in by USB? And I had gotten an HD version, and I was sitting in your apartment. We were at your apartment down wherever, the Bowery or whatever, and you're just working. You look over it, and I have this camera right in your face. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. That was also the day, not to sidetrack, but you showed me a video that you said you have to stare at this video and really watch it, and then a witch jumps out of the screen.
Oh, it was a jump scare! Back in the days of the jump scare.
And this is actually why I was hesitant to join whatever this link was, because I figured this is probably some kind of a setup. So thanks for not scaring me.
Speaking of that, Gabby made the mistake of telling me that she's allergic to snakes. And did you know? You're going to blow your mind. Not allergic, was frightened, deathly frightened of snakes. And this is gonna blow your mind. Do you know Amazon sells rubber snakes in bulk for like $20? You can buy like 100 rubber snakes in bulk for $20. What a world we live in!
Jerk.
What a world we live in. It's just, I'm just over the moon with this. So yes, that is gonna be awesome. But all right, cool. Any other thoughts? I told them that one of the things that I love about you is that you call me on my bullshit. You don't let me do stuff that you know I'm going to regret, or you don't let me schedule things that you know I'm going to want to cancel, or things like that.
Yeah, so I think a lot of it is always say to you, say no to this or don't do this, and you'll be like, no, it's fine. And then after the fact, you'll say, I should have listened to you. So we're getting there. What is this? We're getting there. 13 or something. So slow and steady.
Well, it is awesome to see your face, kiddo. You look great. I miss you.
I'm glad that I was wearing clothing and didn't have my glasses on. So
me too.
Next time, a warning would be great.
Wasn't planning on this. They're doing construction literally outside my window. I don't know. They're doing something with the facade of the building, and so there's so much noise that I just can't do anything. I can't concentrate or do anything else. So I'm like, well, let's do a live. So here we are. But awesome. Okay. Thank you, Megan. I'll talk to you soon, honey.
Thank you.
Bye bye. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions, shoot me a note. I'm happy to answer them. That's why I'm here. And check out Rally. Everything's on Linktree. So check out Rally and check out the Shank Minds event on April 29th. It is going to be amazing and off the chain, and I really want to see you guys there. Other than that, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy. I hope you're all getting vaccinated, and we will talk soon. All right, bye, everyone.